Here we are solving Pure Math 4 October 2021 paper. In part 1 and part 2 we have looked at question number 1 to 7. Let's start question number 8. We have a figure given. The function is y is equal to x ln x. Part A, find integral x square ln x dx. You need to remember, whenever you get x square e power something x dx, or x square sine x or cos x dx, or x square, it's not x square, it can be x power anything, and then ln x dx. These are all integration by parts. You can integrate them by applying integration by parts. So I'm going to apply integration by parts here. First I'm going to use this detail to find out what is dv. We have algebraic function, logarithmic function, a and l. A comes first, so dv is the algebraic function together with dx. Integrate both sides to find v, you will get x cube over 3. And the balance function, take it as u. ln x, du by dx is 1 over x, so du is 1 over x dx. Apply the integration by parts. The rule is integral u dv, which is the original given integral, is equal to uv minus integral v du. So integral x square ln x dx is equal to uv, which is x cube over 3 ln x, minus integral v du, x cube over 3 times 1 over x dx. If you cancel this x and x, it becomes x square, so you can write it as x cube over 3 ln x minus, when you integrate x square, it becomes x cube by 3. There is already 3 at the bottom, so it becomes x cube by 9. Now put plus c. That's all. It's just a 3-mark question. Let's move on to the next part. Part B. Figure 3 shows sketch of the part of the curve with equation y is equal to ln x. Yes, we have the figure here. The region R shown shaded in figure lies entirely about x-axis and is bounded by the curve x-axis and the line x is equal to e. As you can see from here, this is the line x is equal to e. The region is rotated through 2 pi radians about the x-axis to form a solid of revolution. Find the volume of the solid. To find the volume of the solid, we are rotating this shape about the x-axis. So to find the volume, you need to integrate this function. The formula is this: pi integral y square dx. The upper limit is e. We need to find the lower limit. So replace y by 0, you will get x ln x is equal to 0. So it can be x is 0 or ln x is 0. ln x is 0 when x is equal to 1. So this point is 1. So 1 to e. So that's the formula. Integral volume is equal to integral pi integral 1 to e y square, which is x square ln x whole square dx. To integrate this, we are going to apply integration by parts. We use detail. We have algebraic function and logarithmic function. A comes first, so dv is x square dx. Integrate both sides, v is equal to x cube over 3. The balance function is u, which is ln x whole square. Apply chain rule to differentiate it. Du by dx is derivative of x square is 2x. Derivative of ln x is 1 over x. Bring the dx this side. Now apply integration by parts. You can keep pi as a common factor here. uv, which is x cube over 3 ln x whole square, minus integral v du, x cube over 3 times 2 ln x times 1 over x dx. When you cancel this, it becomes x square. So it's basically pi. Don't worry about the limits, we'll sub in the limits at the end. X cube by 3 ln x whole square minus If you take 2 over 3 as a constant outside, you get x square ln x dx. This is where we are going to use the result from part A here. The result from part A, because in part A we have already integrated x square ln x. So here I'm going to apply the result from part A. Pi, the rest I'll keep it as it is, ln x whole square minus 2 over 3. The result from part A is x cube by 3 ln x, x cube over 3 ln x minus x cube over 9. Don't put plus, the limit is 1 to e. So I'm going to straight away sub in the limit now. When I sub in the upper limit now, replace x by e. So it's going to be e cube over 3 ln e is 1, so 1 square is 1, minus, if you multiply these two, it's 2 over 9 e cube ln e is 1, and negative times negative positive 2 over 27 e cube, that's the upper limit, minus, when you replace x by 1 now, ln 1 is 0, so this becomes 0, this becomes 0. You multiply these two, you will get positive 2 over 27. That's all. We need to simplify this now. These three are basically like terms if you take e cube as a common factor outside. So I'm going to simplify them. 1 over 3 minus 2 over 9 plus 2 over 27. So I got 5 over 27 here. So I'm going to write it here. It is equal to pi times 5 over 27 e cube minus 2 over 27. That's all. You can leave it as it is or take 27 as a common factor out. Is there anything mentioned in the question? They want any particular format? Nothing. They want you to give your answer in the simplest form. So what you can do, you can take 27 as a common factor and write it as 5e cube minus 2. That's all. Question number 9. We have this figure given with the cylindrical tank. The question says figure 4 shows a cylindrical tank that contains some water. The tank has an internal diameter of 8 meter and a height 4.2. So the diameter is 8, so the radius is 4 and the total height is 4.2. The tank has water is flowing into the tank at a constant rate. So that's basically dV by dt is equal to 0.6 pi. There is a tab at point T at the bottom of the tank, or somewhere here. Let's say there is a tab here, and then it says at the time t minutes after the tab has opened, the depth of the water is h. The water is leaving the tank at the rate of this. So the water is leaving from here. So the volume dV by dt is this minus 0.15 pi h, because the water is leaving, so the volume will reduce. Show that dH by dt is this. The master formula is this, or you need to always remember this. dV by dt is dV by whatever the variable V is made of. So if you look at the volume of a cylinder, it's pi r square, radius is 4 times h. So V is a function of h. So dV by dH times dH by dt. Sub in the known components here. dV by dt is 0.6 pi minus 0.15 pi h is equal to, when you differentiate this with respect to h, you will get 4 square 16 pi times dH by dt. Bring the 16 pi here, you'll get the answer already. So when you divide by 16 pi, you will get dH by dt is equal to, the denominator is 16 pi. Numerator, if you take pi as a common factor, 0.6 minus 0.15h. Can cancel pi and pi. But we need this answer, 320. So 3, but we have 60, right? So I'm going to divide this by 60. 20. What I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 20. So 0.6 times 20, you will get 12. 0.15 times 20, you will get 3. So 3h. 16 times 20 is 320. So we got the answer already. That's a 4-mark question. Let's move on to part B now. Given that the depth of the water in the tank is 0.5 and the tab is open, okay, find the time taken for the depth of the water in the tank to reach 3.5. They want you to find the T when H is 3.5. They are talking about opening the tab at the bottom. So when the tab open, the time is 0. So you need to take it as time is 0 when H is 0.5. Okay, but first of all you need an equation. You need an equation in terms of T, connecting T and H, right? From the previous part A, we got dH by dt is equal to 12 minus 3h divided by 320. Treat this as a differential equation and solve it. You will get an equation in terms of h and t, and then find the value of t using h is equal to 3.5. So how do we solve it? We write it as, we are going to apply the separating the variables method, which is equal to dt by 320, integrate both sides. Integral of this, how do we integrate this? Remember this formula. When it's a linear function power 1 over a linear function, it's ln modulus the linear function divided by the coefficient of a plus c. That's the rule. So here it's going to be ln 12 minus 3h, there is no limit, nothing, or you can keep it as modulus, divided by minus 3 is equal to, keep 1 over 320 as it is, integral of dt is t plus c. So before finding t, we need to find c first using the boundary condition. Replace t by 0, h by 0.5 in here, in this equation. So 12 minus 3 times 0.5 is 21 over 2. Okay, so you get minus 1 over 3 ln 21 over 2 is equal to, this becomes 0, so c, that's the value of c. So sub in back in here, you will get ln 12 minus 3h divided by minus 3 is 1 over 320 t minus 1 over 3 ln 21 over 2. That's the final equation. Now in this equation, we need to sub in this value, h is equal to 3.5, and find the value of t. So I'm going to rewrite the equation. Just bring this term here. So 1 over 320 t is equal to, because later you can multiply by 320. You will get ln modulus 12 minus 3h divided by minus 3 plus 1 over 3 ln 21 over 2. I'm going to replace h by 3.5 now. So it's basically ln 12 minus 3 times 3.5 divided by negative 3 plus 1 over 3 ln 21 over 2 We got this answer, but you need to multiply it by 320. Okay, when you round it to three significant figure, it's 208. 208 is the value of t. For the units, you need to read the question carefully. They are talking about t minutes. So the answer is 200 minutes. That's all. Okay, let's look at question number 10 now. This is from proof. A student's attempt to answer the question, prove by contradiction that if n cube is even, then n is even, is shown below. Complete this proof. She has assumed that n cube is even, then n is odd. The odd general form of odd number is 2p plus 1. Then when she tried to find out n cube, she got this. So what you need to write, you need to take 2 as a common factor from the first three terms. You'll get 4p cube plus 6p square plus 3p plus 1. Because it looks like 2 times something plus 1 is equal to an odd number. So that's a missing step there. This contradicts the initial assumption that n cube is even. So everything is okay. That's a missing step. Let's move on to part B, one of the common question from proof. Proving square root of something is irrational. First you need to write the assumption. We are going to assume that cube root of 2 is rational. Not only that, it can be written in the form a over b, where there is no common factor. There is no common factor for a and b. That's very important, because we are going to end up proving there is a common factor. And then we will write which contradicts the assumptions, therefore the assumption is wrong. If the assumption is wrong, automatically this is correct. That's what we are going to do. So this step, the second step, is very important. There is no common factor for a and b. That means it's a simplified fraction. Now here, cube both sides. So you will get 2 is equal to a cube over b cube. Bring the b cube this side. 2b cube is equal to a cube. A cube can be written in the form 2 times something, right? So definitely, therefore, a cube is even number. Look at the proof of part A. If n cube is even, then n is even, right? So you can write from part A, if a cube is even, a is even. Therefore, a can be written in the form 2 times something, right? So I'm gonna sub in this in here now. So 2b cube is equal to a cube. 2p whole cube is 8p cube. Divide by 2. B cube is 4p cube. I'm gonna write it as 2 times 2p cube. Why I'm writing this way? Therefore, b cube is an even number. From part A, b is also even. So I can write an even number as 2 times something. You see, we have proved that a can be written in the form 2p, b can be written in the form 2q. Now go back to the assumption now and sub in the value of a and b here. You can write cube root of 2 as 2p over 2q. There is a common factor. There is a common factor 2. We assumed that there is no common factor, but we ended up proving there is a common factor. So you need to write the usual 3 lines. This contradicts the assumption, because we have assumed that there is no common factor. Therefore, the assumption is wrong. Therefore, the assumption is wrong. When the assumption is wrong, eventually the original statement is correct. So you can write therefore cube root of 2, just write the original statement, is irrational. Is irrational, hence proved. That's how we prove this.